DeCastro Las Vegas obstruction case dropped. Charges against Jose Chille DeCastro in Las Vegas for obstructing the police on February 14, 2024 were dropped by the prosecution on Thursday. DeCastro was arrested after crossing police tape and then walking directly to officers on the scene of a fatal car accident in downtown Las Vegas. He insulted and degraded officers and was eventually arrested for refusing to leave the scene as officers were working. The key to the case was that DeCastro approached an officer before his verbal attack on the other group of officers who instructed him to go under the tape and then turn before reaching the scene of the crime. While DeCastro completely ignored the officer's instructions, the fact that the officer instructed him to go under the crime scene tape may have been enough to have the case dismissed. DeCastro hired attorney Joshua Tomczyk to handle the trial and has made statements that he paid Tomczyk $15,000 out of $25,000 that Tomczyk agreed to handle the entire case. As Tomczyk only filed an appearance and the case hadn't had a hearing as of yet, it is unclear how much of the $15,000 DeCastro will be refunded and how much of the crowdsourced money he'll return to his fans. The YouTuber said nothing about the dismissal in his Thursday night live stream, which was an effort to get his mojo back with his audience after making several statements indicating that it was best to work with police last week. DeCastro changed course Thursday night and returned to his previous themes of hating police officers. As DeCastro did his usual pitch for his trifold and 5A cop card sales, he watched a more violent blend of negative interactions between police and the public than he normally does, stopping at one point to advocate that a suspect was in the right as a police officer deserved to be punched in the face. While DeCastro half-heartedly backtracked and said that his fans should not attack the police or hit the police, he polled his audience to see if his thinking was right and that the officer deserved to be punched in the face while watching the video. The majority of his fans that answered his poll answered him with ones in the chat. The video in question saw a police officer interact with a teenager at a mall when the teenager attacked the officer who was interacting with them. DeCastro led his fans in putting a 1 in the chat to advocate the reasoning for a violent attack on the police officer in the video. DeCastro also announced on Thursday's night stream that he will soon be launching a website for Team DLZ, a site apparently devoted to his fans joining his group of helpers who had previously gone by that title. No details or launch dates were shared in the video. With a possible windfall of money being returned to DeCastro, he may invest some of it in fixing a recently broken front tooth. DeCastro was missing half of his left front tooth during his live stream, explaining that he had traveled to an undisclosed location for some dental work. This is a breaking news story.